Gold continues to react to stronger equity markets with the metal down on the day. But could gold see sustained pressure, or is this just another buying opportunity? Joining us now is Todd Bubba Horowitz of BubbaTrading.com. Todd, good to have you back on the show.
Daniela, it's always great to be on with you.
So let's start talking gold. The metal's struggling as investor money continues to flow into U.S. equity markets here. Is the fear trade gone here, Bubba, or is this just a really good entry point here for gold investors?
Well, I don't think it was really a fear trade to begin with. I think it was an interest rate trade and the lack of it. When you look around the globe and you see everybody going to negative rates, like the Swiss 50-year going to negative rates, you know that the best currency is one that can hold up, which I think gold is a great entry here at 1330, 1335. I think you and I talked about this, that the chance of a sell-off up around 1400 was pretty likely. So here we are, right on support. Now, could we go a little bit lower? Yeah, I mean, I could see 1300 come into play, but certainly as a trader, I'm starting to buy gold here. And as an investor, I'm always a buyer of parts of gold at different prices because I want to be in and I want to own it for the long term.
So let's talk strategy here then, Bubba. How do you position yourself if you're a long-term investor versus being a short-term investor here?
If you're a long-term investor, what you want to do is you want to look to start buying gold at various prices. Like if you've never bought gold here now, you want to get in, this is a great buying opportunity technically. So from a technical aspect, you're getting at the best price I think we can get right now. And you would buy a portion of how much you want to invest into the precious metal. And then you would look to buy more later. Now, maybe if we fall a little bit farther, you can buy a little bit more. If we rally and you find another entry level later, then you'll pay more. But at the end, you're not buying it for instant gratification. You're buying it as a long-term hold that is actually going to act down the road as a potential currency. But as the banks and as the financial engineering goes on, gold will continue to pick up value because of all the other garbage going on around the world.
All right, Bubba. So the S&P and the Dow hitting record intraday highs on Tuesday. Do you think investors should be making riskier bets right now, or are the markets still too weak?
I think investors should be taking their money out of the market here and tucking it away in some safe haven like gold or silver. But I think that this is the time then most investors will get trapped. And this is a very difficult time and challenging time for the average guy because the greed index right now is almost at record highs. Margin money is being spent. People are buying stocks they can't afford for stocks they'll never be able to pay for. And one margin call will set this market into a tailspin. So as we continue to see volatility fall and markets rally on really lousy information, you're going to start to see money will pull out and you will see a market meltdown. Again, I can't tell you when that's going to happen, but this is the same story we've seen every single time in every market collapse in history. This is how it starts. We have so much euphoria. Markets are at new highs. We're going to the moon. I got to get in. And that's when all the margin takes place and people start buying what they can't afford.
All right, Bubba, just to wrap, we have some bigger data coming out later in the week. We have inflation, retail sales. We've had some Fed officials speak this week as well. Do you see any big gold market movers this week?
You know, I think gold has an excellent chance to make a big move here. I think that this is a good spot and a good level. I think that you've seen markets drive the commodity space down. And I think, again, we're going to see a pop here. What we've seen here is a little bit too strong of a dollar, which is being created by the financial engineering, but eventually we'll all get over that. And I think that you'll see that this news is going to drive gold markets higher and the rest of the markets lower.
Bubba, thanks so much for your thoughts. Awesome as always.
Daniela.
Thank you for watching. And we have Gary Wagner of the Gold Forecast up next. Stay tuned.